Hey everybody, let me show you what I got going on here tonight. This is a Lenovo Legion 5. It's kind of their gaming laptop. The actual model is 15ACH6H, and it's got a broken screen. And the screen is ordered. It's in. We'll just get right to it. First thing you want to do is disconnect your battery. If you want to take a little bit of a chance, you could probably do it with the battery connected, making sure the computer's off and stuff, but probably not worth it to take that risk. Just taking off a back cover and disconnecting the battery probably takes less than 5 minutes. Got two missing screws back here. Let's get those screws out. Alright, so these sides are off, but we got a little snag here and a snag right there as well. So we'll just play with it until we can get it to pop off. Play with the back, see if we can loosen the back a bit. Back's pretty tight, super tight. That back is super tight right there. Dang. That thing is not budging once it gets to this. There you go. This little exhaust here, so I've got a good snag there. There you go. So just patience. Keep working it till you get, you want it to snap on its own. Don't just force it. If you get it from the front, the back, the top, the bottom, the side, eventually it'll release. If not, you'll wind up breaking a lot of the clips. Which is not necessary. That side is tough. Since we got it much looser here, let's see if we can get it to budge on this side. So no, the back cover is not coming off in 5 minutes. We're at 7. Alright, so you got a little tough spot right there. Okay. So it's got a lot of clips on it, so it's good. We'll also clean it up back here. So the battery, just a little push back. Don't pull it by the cables. You should almost always have like a little usually like a little tab there on the side, almost always. Should be able to get it. And side to side, if you can grab them both and push them both at the same time, even better. Remember there you got those little pins. You don't want to bend them. So that disconnects that. This screen, I'm expecting it to be pretty simple. This should just be a taped, a double-sided tape bezel. That's what I'm expecting. So we can use a card. This is a just basically a plastic card from iFixit. Plastic, but it's pretty thick. So this, my expectation here that this is just going to have this bezel glued all the way around. And then probably the LCD will probably have some pull tabs. So with these bezels, don't be too rough on them either, because they could bend, or you could, you know, if it's brittle, you could break it too. So usually they'll have the double-sided and they'll have a snap. So they should probably have a, yeah, it's going to have a combination of double-sided tape, and it's going to have some clips. So here we're separating the tape, and then it should start snapping after that. It's also going to have tape across the bottom. So the bottom is going to have probably more tape. This just basically has what, a little 3/8 of an inch maybe. Oh, not even. So that was even easier. I thought the bottom would have had some more tape. Alright, yeah, so the bottom just has this little strip here, which came right off. So that came off in good condition. So here, as you've seen, pretty common nowadays is double-sided tape. You got these little pull tabs. Lucky for us, yes, they're right there, visible. Sometimes you got to dig them out. And now we're going to see if we can pull them out without breaking them. Nice and slow. Try to go as straight out as possible. Meaning like this versus doing that. You don't want that to happen. I got distracted there and I was looking at the camera and I wasn't paying attention to the tension. unless it's that short, but it might just be that short. Yeah, I guess it is that short, because that one came off right in the same spot. Does it? Oh, I got you. Because you got, it's in two pieces. You got one on the top and one on the bottom. So it didn't break on me. You just got short ones. Two on the top, two on the bottom. That should do it. Okay, not too bad. Alright, so the screen's out. You got some tape, just separate that. Got the LCD clip, pop that off, slide back, and screen's off. We got our new screen here. I've been getting my screens from laptopscreens.com. Couple reasons. One is they're easy to look up. Their search by model is really good. Their quality is very good. I don't recall the last time I sent one back. You know, when you buy them on eBay, they have that 1 to 5 pixel policy that if you got up to 5 pixels, it's fine. So here, they don't have that policy. Well, I just haven't had any bad pixels. But I think even if they do have bad pixels, they'll work with you on it. So they're pretty good. Their prices are good too. Shipping's good. I just like them. I think finding the part is also a big convenience. You know, you always get the right part. Amazon is good as well, but I've gotten a couple of duds from Amazon. I've gotten eBay is terrible. Number one, it takes too long. I've gotten not only duds, but I've ordered, like this screen here is a 165 megahertz. And I've gotten, you know, ordered 165 megahertz, then it's not, or 120 megahertz, and it's not 120 megahertz. I've gotten all that kind of stuff. With laptopscreens.com, I've gotten much better results. I'll leave you a link in the description, but it's laptopscreens.com. This tape, for whatever reason, when it gets taken off, it loses its glue. So I'm gonna put one little strip of black tape on top. Electrical tape. Even though you do have that clip there, it's not too bad. Not too bad, but it's not too good. So let's give it a little extra. And you know what? I always forget. Sheesh. So when you take these off, it's good to take a look at where it sits. Usually there's some wiggle room here. Does it sit all the way at the bottom? Does it sit all the way at the top? in the middle. Usually there's some wiggle room between this bottom bumper and this, top edge. So I did not look at it, but it's a good idea to take a look at it so you can put it back in the same spot. If not, then as you've seen with other videos, kind of put the bezel on, because they have a black border, and if you could get that black border to be as even as possible, all the better. I was going to sit across the bottom, but you do want to remove all these things because you want to see the screen, make sure it doesn't have any scratches or anything like that. And we're going to give it a quick test. This is a 300-watt power supply. I'm going to get some juice out of there. So we'll crank it up. We'll give it the screen test. And let's see. We did get a logo. It is on. Let's try it again. Logo post. Booting up Windows 11. Maybe it was waking from sleep. Who knows? Okay. Screen's up. So I have a USB with the colors, but there's also, let's do the website on this one. On the last one, I think on the Macs, I went off of here with the colors, but here, okay, just doing some updates or whatever it is. Okay. Just booting up. A lot of windows booting up. Come on. So we're going to get online and I'm going to show you the website that I normally use. So if you have access to the web, you could use this. On the Macs I didn't, because I didn't have the antenna on, so I just have an RG, red, green, blue, black, white images on that USB. But on this one, let's do the website. Let's see. I believe it's lcdtech.info, but let's find it. Basically, just do a Google search for LCD test, and it's going to come up there on the first page. So LCD test. Well, and yes, the first one there. So after all these end, so it's lcdtech.info. Dead pixel check. So you're going to get this page and just click Start Test. And then you're going to get the colors. So you got white, black, red, green, blue. So you can cycle with the space key through the colors. Make sure it looks good. All the colors are good. No dead pixels anywhere. I mean, a dead pixel on these would be tiny anyways. This is a full HD. Alright, so that's good. We're also going to check and make sure that it's 100. I think it's 165 megahertz. You don't want to put a 60 megahertz if that's not what belongs on here for a gaming computer. Not all gamings are going to have that, but if that's what it came with, that's what you want to replace it with. So here we're going to go to, this is in Spanish, screen configuration. It's in Spanish, so I'm translating it. Screen configuration, and then down here, you scroll down to, there should be like advanced, yeah, advanced screen configuration. And then there you go through, you're going to see the resolution 1920 by 1080, and then you're going to see the megahertz next to that, 165 hertz. So we're good. We're going to do a quick webcam test. Even here, in this case here, we didn't really move the camera or anything like that, but let's just do it anyways. Normally when you do the LCDs, if you're like on the other ones that we did, we had to move the camera flex and things like that. You want to verify that. And this one, really, there was no touching it, so it should be fine. And then I had already pre-checked it before, so if it was fine before, it should be fine now. Let's just do a quick check. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2 3. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2 3. So that's good to go. And I forgot one thing. To put the bezel on to measure the positioning of the LCD. So we'll turn it back on and do that. So we don't really, oh no, it's just going to be fine. There's very little movement. So right now it's just sitting at the bottom. Woo, this thing's getting hot because we don't have any breathing room down there. I can't tilt it back. We don't got no battery. Well, see if I can figure this out. Yeah, we're fine. It could just sit at the bottom. It's got a little edge there. Yeah, we're fine. It's getting hot because since it doesn't have the back cover on, sitting right on the fans. So normally if you don't have the charger on the back, the charger's on the side, you've seen the videos, I just tip it back and put something down here, that way. But here, if you tip it back, you got the charger right there. You don't want to do that. So we're going to do double-sided tape. Double-sided pull tape, right? You could do one full one, or you can do the same thing they did. I don't know why they did the two. Usually it's one, but since they did the two, I'm going to go with the two as well, just in case. So maybe they got their reason why they did the two. I don't know. This little track here looks fine, but not a bad idea because that way it's a shorter distance, less likely to break. That short, and I still got to clip it. So just tape and then let it overlap, stick outside. and then it's going to sit on the bottom. So we didn't have too much leeway. All right, let's test that out again. Actually, let's do the battery this time. That way I could just lean it back if the battery has juice. Okay. Just going to verify the bezel, position, and then looks good. Looks good. Give it a little squeeze there. And then we're going to do a little tape on the bezel. Came out pretty clean. Sometimes you'll have to clean this side of the bezel, but it came out pretty clean. Almost all the glue and stuff was on the screen. So we're gonna maybe use a 2mm. Let's see, for the sides. For the sides, we're gonna go 2mm. The top will go 2mm. And the bottom, maybe we could do 3. Whoa, I am low on 2mm. Yikes. this is just 2mm double-sided tape. You can get it at, well, you can get it anywhere. My primary vendor is Mobile Centrics, and they got everything, and everything is very good quality. So you'll see, you'll go online and you'll see, let's say eBay, you'll see, oh, Tessa tape, red tape, and then you get it, you really don't know what it is. But here, I mean, this is Tessa tape. And they just have everything, 2mm, 3mm, 4mm, 5, 10, 12. The pull tape is from them as well. They are awesome. I'm glad I ran into them. Before that, basically Amazon, eBay. So I'm doing this here just because the camera's here, but really I should be over at a different bench and not doing this on top of the computer where I have better lighting. But it's coming out pretty good anyways. So that's good, and then on the bottom, let's do 3mm, a little thicker. And technically, we could do even more, but I don't think we're gonna need it. That's basically what the other one had. Just a little strip right around 3mm, right there at the top. Good to go. Always take a look at your camera glass, make sure you didn't stick your finger in it, smudge it up, or maybe it's just a little dirty anyways, and you can clean it up. Looks like it has a couple specks on it. looks good. All right, we're good. I'm going to blow out these fans. So yeah, these fans were dirty and they still got some dirt in there, especially this one. So you want to give it a little brush. Get those, even with high speed air, you still got this a little debris in there that you gotta brush off very lightly. Probably will make a difference in the temperature, because doesn't matter how much cooling you have, if these vents can't flow air, you're out of gas. If you blow air through these vents, I would probably say every 3 months, it'll just never get to this point. And this one at least was just kind of dusty. Sometimes you'll get them, I'll see them that there's just a layer there of basically, lint and hair that you just get no airflow. You can see back here. Well, this one you can actually see from the outside. Probably can't see it on the camera, but you can see from the inside it's pretty dirty. Fair enough. Alright, we got a good snug fit all the way around. Where is my... And that's a wrap. I'll try to look for 2 screws for here later on, or tomorrow actually. But for now, woo! Look at the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this keyboard a blow. Look at that, all the dust hit our screen. But for now, that's a wrap. That's our Legion 5. Legion 5 15-inch screen replacement, 1920 by 1080, full high definition, 165 megahertz. And that's what's going on right here, right now, tonight at PC 911.